Good afternoon. Welcome to the Prime Real Estate Network podcast. I'm your host, Rick Davis. If you don't follow me on Instagram, I invite you to do so at Prime Real Estate Rick. If you're looking to buy, sell, or invest in residential or commercial real estate anywhere in the great state of Texas, but especially here in our lovely city of Houston, I urge you to follow me on Instagram at Prime Real Estate Rick. As always, it's an honor and a pleasure to be here with you on this Thursday afternoon, just like it is every Thursday in the noon hour here on the Prime Real Estate Network. And I want to thank everybody in our audience for tuning in. As always, I want to introduce my co-host, sitting here riding with us on episode 172. He's not only a successful real estate broker, a multi-time author, serial entrepreneur, and a proud proprietor of the Pure Hustle clothing brand. I want to thank him for sitting in with us again, just like he does every Thursday. It's the Texas Real Estate King, Mr. LarryWBrooks. What's going on, brother?
Hey, man, I can't call it another beautiful day in the H.
Hey, man, the weather this week done turned around, man. It's crazy out here in the H, man.
For what I've seen, it's been pretty good weather, man. You know, I was out of town working on my tan this past week, but you know, for the most part, I'm back in here.
I know, everybody who follow you on social media had an opportunity to follow the Texas Real Estate King out of town on his short vacation.
Short, man.
But
I have to get back to the
only vacation in the most prime real estate there is, all the most exclusive spots. So if you wouldn't mind sharing with the audience, share a little bit about your time away.
Well, yeah, you know what? This weekend I actually just went down to Puerto Rico. And, you know, it's a part of the U.S. now, right. And so you know it was fun because you know you had the luxuries of the U.S., meaning that you didn't have to worry about count currency and change of dollar, but then you had the feel of the smile, Cancun, the smile Tulum kind of feel to it. So it was cool. It was a good vibe.
Now down there, as far as from a vacation and investment perspective, what type of things did you happen to notice about Puerto Rico from a real estate standpoint?
It's got prime real estate if you're looking to be in the Airbnb space. A good friend of mine is actually in the process of developing an Airbnb down there. So while I was down, I had a chance to visit with him and really just go and take a look at the Airbnb that he has in place. And it's beautiful. It's amazing. The price point on it is going to be great. So it's I think that it's a great space for Airbnb, like or air arbitrage, as we like to call it.
Oh wow! So for those members of our audience, that is something that you would advise them taking a look into, get a feel for if Puerto Rico is something that they might want to invest in from an Airbnb space, and then reach out to us for some more information, considering you've been out there and you got boots on the ground.
That's right. I do have boots on the ground. My guy that's down there is in the process of putting together an amazing team. So, yes, I do think that that's something. If someone is inquiring or they have some extra cash flow that they would like to put to work, I think reaching out to me is a good idea.
Hey, man, I thank you so much for sharing because it's really important that, and this is just not only for yourself, myself, or for all those other like-minded entrepreneurs, is that there's opportunity everywhere.
It always is, yeah.
And anytime you invest time, resources, or energy in a pursuit, let's make sure we don't leave any money on the table.
True.
Because there's prime real estate everywhere. It's just that we have to educate ourselves and have that educated eye.
I agree.
To see those opportunities when they present themselves, man. Yeah. So
also shout out to Champion School of Real Estate, the West location. I had an opportunity of visiting with them this morning. Over 40 students that are going through the process of getting their license to one day either use that license to help their investment portfolio, or actually getting out here to help people that are looking to buy, sell, and invest in real estate. So, yeah.
Big shout out to Champions, man. They've been a great partner with Brooks & Davis Real Estate Firm and Mr. Brooks for a while now. So big shout out to them as always.
Yeah.
You know, we talk a lot on our podcast about the power of networking.
Yes, indeed.
Getting out in the community, meeting, greeting, shaking hands, and developing that network of like-minded professionals. And today's guest is just a shining example of what can come into your professional circle if you get out and network like the Texas Real Estate King advises every Thursday.
No doubt about it.
Please give our audience a little background as far as what you went through, what means you had to go through to secure this week's guest and have a commitment from this fine gentleman.
Well, you know, it's like I was telling to the Champion School students earlier, relationship currency is very impactful. Actually, a lot of times relationship currency could take you a lot further than your finances in most cases, actually, right? And so this guest, we had an opportunity of meeting at another real estate firm, had an event. You and I had an opportunity of attending. We bumped into this wonderful guest. Just just good people having great conversation. And so great conversation turns into seeing that great individual again and then putting something in place to get them on the show. Because a large amount of people from the real estate event, the Braden Group, that event we attended that we first met, shout out to the Braden Group, they're doing amazing things, alumni of the Prime Real Estate Network, let me get that clear shout out, as well as quite a few other people that we met at that same event that are now alumni. And so there was only a matter of time of getting this guy locked down, narrowed down, because he's out there in the community doing amazing work and performing action. So, just to be able to get him on the calendar has been a blessing to us.
Hey, man, and I don't want to waste any more time. I want to introduce this week's guest. This fine gentleman is one of the most knowledgeable and expert home inspectors anywhere in the great state of Texas. We are so lucky that he works here in our great city of Houston. He is with 3S Home Inspections. I want to thank him so much for sitting in with us on a busy Thursday. Thank you so much, Mr. Brent Cannon. How you doing, bro?
Oh, guys, man, you just don't know how blessed it is to be here with you, gentlemen.
Hey,
I appreciate it so
much, man. And without getting too deep in it, because I'll let Larry tell his own stories, we've had an opportunity to network and meet each other at several events.
Yes, we have.
And this was something that we've had on our calendar for so long, and I'm just glad that we were able to coincide schedules, get everybody in, and that the weather cooperated and everything worked out.
Yes, man. Sir. So, I appreciate you guys.
First things first, Mr. Cannon, just share with our audience a little bit about 3S Home Inspection and your home inspection practice.
Yes, sir. Well, 3S Home Inspection, as you know, we've been around in Houston for, it's going on about a year and a half now, believe it or not.
Okay.
Yeah, I can't believe it's been that long, but it has been. But we are full service home inspection company. Mm-hmm. We do everything, commercial, residential inspections. We also do, all of your termite and pool and sewer scopes and everything that you could possibly need when it comes to home inspections. One of the things we pride ourselves on is that we do have very easy scheduling. You call, we get in.
Okay.
Yeah. And
that is a big deal because it's complicated, right?
It's complicated, and nowadays with the real estate market being so, fluid, everybody's calling. We do same day reporting.
Wow.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
So because you guys, realtors now, the option periods are so they're getting shorter and shorter.
Yeah,
so we pride ourselves on having same day reporting because that's very important. One of the other very important things that I'd like to point out that we do is if you have clients that use 3S Home Inspection for their new construction, their new builds. Mm-hmm. We come out and we do their inspections. Whether we can do their phase inspections, so their pre-pours or their pre-drywalls. Mm-hmm. But if they use us for their final inspections, we offer an 11-month warranty inspection for free.
Wow. Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so
and that's pretty powerful because I don't think a lot of people get it. They think that when they buying a new home that it comes perfect. They don't realize that they still need the individual inspection report done.
No, you do because the builder is only looking out for the builder. I mean, now
it is what it is.
I'm not
Same
knocking
on the
any
sales side though.
I'm not knocking any builders, but at the end of the day, the home is being built by people. It's not being built by robots, right?
Yep.
It's being built by people that's going to make mistakes.
Yep.
So that's why it's very, very important to, get your home inspection done. Don't let the builder say, oh, well, the city inspects it or whomever inspects it. That's great, but that's not my inspector.
It's crazy, Brent. I follow your IG page, and I noticed that, I think it was earlier this week or last week, you did an inspection. It was a new build.
Brand new build.
And it was a patch, of the roofing missing or something.
They just didn't even shingle it.
Yeah.
Share that story with the audience.
Yeah, so we do use a drone, for roofs if it's too steep or not safe to get on. Now, if it's safe to get on, we're gonna get up there. But if it's not safe to get on, it's 3 stories high, something like that, we're gonna use our drone. That's just another tool in our toolbox that we use. We don't charge for it, right? There's just a tool in our toolbox that we use to better serve our customers. Doing a home inspection, got outside. It was a nice day like today. Put the drone up, have a look at the roof. Wow, man, this is something just missing the whole section. I'm talking about like a 6 foot by 6 foot section of shingles. It's not even there.
Yeah.
Wow.
Now, thankfully, the weather wasn't too bad. They didn't have any problems, that we found. But the problem that's going to come down the line is when they get ready to put those shingles on there, it's going to be mismatched. You're going to be able to tell the difference.
It's going to look patched.
It's going to look patched. It's always going to look patched when it wasn't patched.
When it wasn't patched.
You know, now this is a brand new home.
Yeah.
Yes.
I don't know if I would want a brand new home that's got a patch job.
Yeah.
Right. But
it's tough.
But yeah, so just another tool in our toolbox that
Yeah.
we use. You know, we're very customer oriented.
Yeah.
We do have a team. You guys have been talking to some of my team.
Yep.
And you know, they keep me focused, right? Because
Yeah.
I'm out there getting it. We was just talking about it. When I leave here, I'm going in somebody's attic.
Let's get it, man.
We got
Yeah.
we got to do it. So they keep me grounded and they keep me focused. And you know, every day they like look at the calendar. Look at the calendar. So, you know,
That's
One
what's
of the
up.
most impressive parts about your presentation as a home inspector, Brent, is you illustrate for buyers what you call your big five.
yes, sir.
Mr. Brooks and I, when we're working with first-time buyers or buyers that have recently relocated to this area that may be from different regions, one of the things we always impart upon them is that when we get the inspection report back, there's going to be some things on the inspection report.
Of course.
But we have to be able to separate major issues from minor issues.
That is correct.
And one of the best parts about your practice is that you do a great job of educating people as far as majors versus minors. So
That's
please,
correct.
for our audience, go over the big five major
Yes, you gotta
issues you will find.
Yes, sir. You got to think about it. When you go buy a house, right? You got your roof, you got your foundation, you got your electrical, you got your plumbing, right? You got those types of things that's going to be very expensive if you need to replace it.
Yep.
You know, when you get that inspection report, when the buyers get that inspection report, it's always going to be 30 plus pages long.
Yeah.
And then they're going to freak out.
Every time.
Don't freak out.
Yeah.
Don't freak out.
Call us. That's one of the other things I would like to say is that we don't. I'm not going to just give you your clients the report and be like, good luck.
Yeah.
You know, no. We got after action report. We got after action. You know, we got to have a debriefing, if you will.
Yeah.
Call us. Call me. If we need to go over it line by line, I will go over it line by line with you. If you have specific questions, I will answer your specific questions. But all I try to tell people is just don't freak out. If it's something that I will never tell you to or to not buy a home. But if it's something that, you know, I'm very, you know, sure that you need to know, I'm going to point it out. I'm going to make sure you know about it. Before you even get your report, I'm going to be calling you, say, hey, we need to talk about this before you even get this report. But yes, so the big things, that is the big things. The small things, cosmetic. Brand new homes have cosmetic issues. Cracks in the sheetrock, you know, mismatched paint, whatever. They're going to have that. But you got to ask yourself, how much is too much for me? You know, can I buy a paintbrush and come fix the paint?
Yeah.
Or can I go up there and put a whole new roof on my house? So you just have to decide what's too much for you. And that's where the inspection report comes in, because it's information. It's the information you need to make a buying decision.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yep. Either a buying decision or a what I can take care of later decision, right?
That's exactly right.
I agree.
That
You
is
know,
exactly
one of the
right.
things that me and Brent had an opportunity to speak about, and I would like to let our audience in on a little behind the scenes conversations that me and our guests like to have, is that when we were talking about those small things, I, as a real estate professional, have always been so surprised that some of the minor issues that I believe people can take care of themselves, that they actually go out and hire people for. So some of the super minor touch-up things that you may have seen that you think some people may be better served as a DIY project, something that they can do on their own.
Well, painting, obviously, right?
Right, obviously,
Paint,
right.
Paint. Now, if you're going to paint your whole house, well, yeah, you might want to hire a professional. But
Yeah.
if you're just going to paint a door,
Some touch-up stuff, right?
touch-up stuff,
Right.
you know, and now today with wonderful YouTube University,
No doubt about it.
man, if you can't change the doorknob,
Right.
maybe home ownership, you know, maybe we need to have a conversation.
No doubt
right?
about it.
But, you know, I would never encourage anybody to do anything plumbing or electrical, because you don't want to get anybody hurt. But, I mean, if you need to change the doorknob, if you need to paint the door, you know, just simple, put a screen in a window, because
Yeah.
you'd be surprised how many homes come with no screens.
Right.
We live in Houston. You open
Yeah.
your window with no screen, you're going to get a house full of mosquitoes.
Man.
Absolutely.
So you definitely want some screens.
Wants to scream. No
Yeah.
doubt about it.
It's just very little minor thing that you can definitely run out and take care of, right?
No, I appreciate you for sharing that with the audience, because sometimes as the realtor or the real estate professional, when you're dealing with first-time buyers or those from different areas that are relocating, there can be a communication gap between
Yeah.
what they feel like is best serving for us versus what'll be best served for them as the buyer.
Right.
So I appreciate you sharing some of that knowledge, because I don't like to be the only person sharing these things. I would like a true professional in a cool red shirt to let everybody know what's really going, man. Yeah. When we get back from our break, Brent, if you don't mind, I want to talk to you a little bit about your life before 3S Home Inspections.
Most definitely.
And what you did before you became a licensed home inspector, because I think there would be so many people in our audience that would benefit from hearing some of your personal story.
Yeah, and it'd be some stuff that people probably didn't even know about me.
Oh, man, I can't wait. I want to thank everybody for tuning into the Prime Real Estate Network podcast. We're going to take a short break to hear from our sponsors, but we will be right back.
I'm serial entrepreneur Larry W. Brooks, and I'd like to personally invite you to take a closer look at the pure